But,
Yeah.
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe. Hey, it's me, your wife, Susie.
Boy, making your 70th birthday. Did you ever think when you were 40 years old you were going to make it till 70?
My favorite thing about Pap is he's always crazy. Like, he uses a lot of figurative language, I guess.
About a year ago, we were going on a 1,500-mile trip, and Joe decided to put 2 bumper stickers in the back of our vehicle. I won't tell you what it was, but we didn't realize that they were there until we were through Houston.
So one of my favorite stories about Joe Freeman is right when he was getting ready to graduate from college, he had taken a job as a coach at a private school. And then his dad came along and wanted him to go to work in the oil field, and Joe had a contract to be a coach for a couple of years, but he got out of it by telling him that he had a serious medical condition and it required him to leave. So anyway, he left, and that's how he became part of the oil business. But about 5 years ago, he was somewhere, and one of his students he had came up to him and said, "Are you Coach Freeman?" And he went, "Yeah, how do you know that?" And he went, "Because I was one of your students." He said, "Why, are you still alive?" And he went, "Yes." He had evidently told a bigger story than we knew about. But anyway, that's Joe Freeman.
It's hard to believe your friend would do some of the things that he does to you.
You pulled worse things on me than I have on you, and I'm not even yet.
He's a major prankster, and he hasn't slowed down one bit.
So, Joe, just watch out. Paybacks are hell.
One of my favorites is when you were fixing that electricity under the trailer while we were hunting, and we assured you that we had turned the breaker off. And we just saw you flopping around, cussing. And so you came out, threw a couple rocks at us, and then we said, "No, serious, we wouldn't do that again. That's terrible." And then we sent you under the trailer to hook the electricity up, and we flipped it back on again. You flopped around under the trailer. I think we feared for our lives, but that was some fun shit.
We all get together and he just turns into this lovely person that we like to call Holiday Joe. I really like it when that happens.
He's been a wonderful friend for over 45 years since we were roommates in college, and everyone enjoys Joe, and he's always worth a laugh.
I like beer.
I don't know why.
Oh.
Why?
He says bad words.
When I was younger, I never knew why you call us dipshits all the time. But now I think I understand.
All we could do was get drunk and drink beer.
I think we drank about a trailer full of beer.
And he is such a pleasant person to be around.
I still like beer.
And she always told me, don't sweat the small stuff. And that's nothing these days.
Story is the story of Zipporah, and if you do not know this story, then you should ask Pap about it because it's pretty funny.
I wanted to know if you know what the term hermaphrodite means, because you've called me that about 100 times, and everybody else probably in this room, but I was just wondering if you actually know what it means, because I don't, and I don't think anybody else does either.
Most of y'all probably don't know this, but there was a time when we went fishing all of the time, but the boat worked none of the time. So my early childhood fishing consisted of hooking up this boat, driving it somewhere to some lake in some distance, putting it in the water, cranking on it for a couple hours, and then fishing on the pier for the rest of the day. And that was probably 90% of our trips.
And another thing that I really like about Joe is whenever you beat him in dominoes, it makes him really
Pulsating, boy. You better go get you some.
Oh! What was that?
He says it's something that's pulsating.
Oh, it's pulsating? Yeah. Who's pulsating?
You! You're the coolest, funniest, smartest, most loving old man I know.
He's a tall-ass man.
Okay.
Well, it was a fishing trip where we kicked Sean and Billy's ass fishing real quick, and
You know, I've always liked beer.
Heather, I think it sounds better in his head than it does when it actually happens.
What I think is funny about Pap is whenever he goes fishing, it rains on him. Playing golf.
There's a ton of things that I respect and admire about him. But I think my favorite thing is his love for his family, his grandkids, his kids, what he would do for them, what he does for them.
And just a big thank you for letting us come down to the bay all the time and the ranch all the time and stuff. It's really fun.
Not sure exactly where to start. So I guess I'll just start with you took Nicole and I in as your own and raised us. And I'm not sure exactly how we could ever thank you for that. We appreciate it.
My favorite thing about Pap is the fact that most kids, whenever they say they have to go to their grandparents' house or they can't hang out because their grandparents are here, they're like down about it. But whenever Pap is here or I have to go see him, I'm happy.
I like to smoke too.
I love you, and man, you make 70 look real good. Hope you have a great year. Love you.
And I don't see him as my grandpa, I see him as a friend.
I still like beer.
That he loves to get his family together, and he loves to have us all down at the bay and spend time with us.
It's his generous and kind heart and how he always puts others before himself.
When I almost shot a deer.
yes, I've always caught more fish than him usually because he's always tangled up.
And I know I did a few things through the years that might have embarrassed you. Might have made the paper once or twice. Sorry about that.
He, 15 days ago, you would have thought he was turning 40 as we're walking the hills of Wyoming. We did that for a week. Then we came back. He has a party at his man cave. Stays up until about midnight, has to carry his friend home. Tuesday night, we go bowling till about 11. Wednesday's his birthday. And you know how when people ask you if you feel any older? For Thursday, we go golfing. And I think you finished the last 9 with your putter as your cane. It's about time we get that hip fixed. Don't worry, I know all kinds of doctors, physical therapists. I got wheelchairs. We don't need to buy anything. But if we want to go elk hunting again and golf some more, we're gonna have to get that fixed.
You taught me how to work hard by putting me in the shittiest working situations ever.
When Joe's eyes turn blue and fill with tears, you know it's because someone he loves or a sad situation that troubles his heart.
What do you think of if you think of Pap?
Cars.
Ah,
Golf.
anything else?
Deer. Fish. Boat.
My favorite thing about Joe Daddy is how he is ready to go fishing, hunting, or on an adventure, at any moment, any time, he's willing to get away and run with us youngins to go do whatever.
He has a nice smile and he's sweet.
This is when he threw a live shark in the swimming pool while everybody was swimming in it in Florida.
Whenever Pap stabbed his brother in the eye with a pencil.
He always makes us watch It's a Wonderful Life right around Christmas time, and the truth is, he's the first one to sleep before the movie's even over.
Well, we get a little sideways, a little kinky-headed.
It makes him really happy.
Something I really like about Pap is that he's always up doing something. You never see him sit down for 5 minutes. He's up moving more than Dad is, and Dad's almost half his age.
We were fishing out, I think it was in Crockway Bay. So they were going wade fishing. And Mike and I didn't like getting in the water that much, so we stayed in the boat. We were fishing up against, not far from this one little slough area. And we could see Johnny, but we lost Joe.
We all know about Joe's green side, lots and lots of green. Sitting in bank accounts all over the world. God only knows where, and some of it sitting in the garage at his man cave.
No, Joe, probably close to 40 years, so happy birthday for the 40th time.
Very good.
Although Joe and I haven't been bosom buddies, running buddies, I've always considered Joe a friend. I've known him since about 1981, I believe, and considered him a friend ever since.
And we came around, and the point was come around, and man, we looked over there, and here that cat was laid out, stretched out like this, just sleeping. And he said he was fishing on. When we sat there and said, well, look, no wonder we're not going to catch any fish. This guy's sleeping. So we hollered at him, and he jumped up. He said, I've been fishing, I've been fishing. His eyes had sleep in them and everything. I don't know if he'd had a hard night the night before or what, but he wasn't much good on our fishing trip then. But Joe, in all seriousness, you've been a good friend. We pulled a lot of things on each other.
He's on a downhill end. he needs to clean up his living a little bit.
Yeah.
A little more milk and a little less poison.
Again, now that you're 70 years old, Joe, we've been trying to tell you, Johnny and Mike and I, of course, are older, and you got to start slowing down, or it's going to get you, boy. So take it easy and enjoy life, and happy birthday, boy.
I don't know if you know this, Miss Olenfield.
Joe Freeman to me is an excellent role model for my children and my husband, and I love how he teaches them to be hard workers and don't sweat the small stuff and keep your head up and keep a positive attitude about things. I was playing Scrabble in South Padre one time and had a little disagreement about something, but
he's just such a wonderful person.
Some say there are men for all seasons. Joe is a man of many colors. Even his eyes change from green to blue. We've all seen the red side of Joe. Just look at his face when you hack him off.
I admire Joe so much in his beliefs. He places God, his family, his community, his country, all the things that are important to him. He strives to become the best person that he can be.
think mostly everybody appreciates the environment that you have for us, for your kids and for your grandkids. It just couldn't be any better, any more fun. We have a blast, and they love their cousins, and they love their grandparents, and they love every chance they get together with the family. And you really, you and Mom really created all of that. So thank you.
Fun in the oil field industry. Joe Freeman's lots of fun. Work or play, it's a fun time always.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pap Pap. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Pap Pap. Love you.
Happy birthday, Pap Pap. Love you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papa Joe. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Holiday Joe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Papa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha.
Love you. Happy birthday.
I bet not. But anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe. We love you, and thanks for everything you do for everybody.
Happy 70th birthday, Dad.
Hey, Pap Pap, I just want to say happy birthday.
And I love you, and happy birthday.
So, happy birthday, Joe, on your 70th, and we'll make another one of these 30 years from now for your 100th birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Hope you have a good birthday.
Happy birthday, Pap Pap. We love you.
Happy birthday, Joe Willie.
Stop it.
No, keep going.
Anyhow, they've saved the best for last. I married you when you were a baby at 29, and now you're 70. You married me with 2 kids. We had 2 more kids. It's been a good ride, Joe. Let's let it continue. Love you.